But tell me about your childhood. Where were you born and raised?
Well, my family were living, my father and mother owned a farm, lilac farm, on Yorkes Peninsula, because Dad came back from the war and bought a soldier settlement farm. And he was badly injured in the war and had a very bad back, and Dad's back didn't stand the strain, so he had to leave. It was depression time, and he moved around quite a lot. He managed a pig farm at one stage, and he did all sorts of jobs because it was depression. And then they came to live in Ward Street, which was Everton at the time. It's now Pennington. I was born when they were living there. And then Dad was looking for work, and the Barley Board had bought the Garth Neil and turned it into a grain storage ship, and Dad became the caretaker of the ship. And that's how I went to live there when I was 12 months old. Really? So the whole family lived on the boat.
Really? And whereabouts was the boat?
The boat was tied up alongside the Jervois Bridge in the Port Adelaide. And at those days there weren't houses and things built there like there is now. And there was a hotel on the corner, and we used to have quite a lot of rowdy neighbours at times.
Well, you would have done actually, because the port was really pumping at the time.
Oh yes, 1930. Yes, 1930 we went on the boat. But it must have been a nightmare because I was only 12 months old. Now that's our family, all standing on the ship on the gangplank of the ship, and the kids are off to school, and we lived on the ship for 5. I'm not quite sure whether I was 5 or 6 when the ship was sold for scrap, and the day they were dismantling everything, they'd put hatches on or everything that was open except this one small area. And there's 2 stories. My mother says I slipped on the wet deck. My brothers said they were jumping over the hole and they were making it, and they were older than me, and I tried to jump over the hole and I didn't make it. So I fell 30 feet to the bottom of the ship. And in those days, of course, they wouldn't have shifted me, but nowadays they wouldn't have shifted me. But in those days, they'd taken up all the ladders and everything, so Dad put down a rope ladder. I don't remember the incident at all because I was unconscious. But they said if my head had gone one way or the other, I would have been killed because I fell between 2 iron girders. But I must have fallen straight down. And Dad put down a rope ladder and put me up under his arm and came up the rope ladder one at a time, a step at a time with me under his arm. And the first thing I know about it now is that I woke up on Mum's lap wrapped in a grey blanket, and Dad was driving the old Essex to take me to hospital. And we went to the Children's Hospital where they cut off all my clothes and discovered that I had a fractured pelvis and a fractured heel and a fractured skull. And I was in hospital for 3 months before I was allowed to walk again.